Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Miss Nurul Afiyattena, the mentor of third semester academic speaking class. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to present my own analysis article titled The Promise and Challenges of Generative AI in Education. My name is Anisa Fauziah and this is my presentation. In this meeting, what I intend to do is to discuss about the opportunities, the challenges, and also implications related to Gen AI technology in educational context. In this talk, I also divided the subject into three main chapters such as introduction, research of methodology, and the last, the findings of the research. The first chapter is introduction. In this part, we will see the definition, the aim, and the purposes. As you can see, generative artificial intelligence Gen AI tools such as large language model or LLMs generate natural language and other types of content to perform a wide range of tasks. For example, in the field of education, this generative intelligence tool can help you do essay writing assignment with just a few prompts. This article critically examines the integration of generative artificial intelligence or Gen AI tools within educational context. It aims to scientists' expert insight on the potential of Gen AI to enhance learning processes, including personalized learning experiences, diversified content creation, timely feedback, and innovative assessment methods. I would like now move on to the chapter 2. In this chapter, I would like to explain about the research method. The method used in this study is a qualitative commentary approach based on expert scientists. The authors gathered reflection and insight from 9 experts at the intersection of learning and technology. These qualitative methods involves gathering expert insight to explore the opportunities, challenges, and implications of generative AI technologies in education rather than conducting original empirical research. And as a result, this article presents a critical reflection on the opportunities, challenges, and implications related to Gen AI technology in the educational context. The next chapter is findings. In this section, we will discuss further how Gen AI has benefited human life, including in the educational context. We will also discuss the challenges and implications. Move on to the first table. It's about individual contribution. This contribution is the result of commentary from 9 people experienced at the intersection of learning and technology. As you can see, it consists of 7 contribution data. This includes contribution 1 to 7. First, LLMs, Upskilling, Reskilling, or Degrading Human Learning by Michail Giannakos. This contribution addresses the critical questions of LLM's impact on human learning. The focus is on exploring whether LLMs will upskill and reskill learners for an AI-driven future, or if they pose a risk of degrading human learning quality by fostering over-reliance or hindering the development of fundamental cognitive skills. Second, the metacognitive and SRL or SSRL issues with conversational Gen AI in education by Roger Azevedo and Sanna Järvelä. This highlights issues related to metacognition or awareness and understanding of one's own thought processes, self-regulated learning as SRL, and socially shared regulation of learning or SSRL when conversational Gen AI is used in education. The authors argue that the interacting with conversational AI may affect learners' ability to plan, monitor, and evaluate their own and collective learning, which are key skills for successful learning. Number 3. LLMs for Computer Science Education, Early Success and Recognized Challenge by Brusilovsky. This contribution focuses on the application of LLMs in computer science education. It notes early successes, example, in generating prompts, debugging, or initial code, but also identifies recognized challenges related to LLM use, such as the need to ensure human-centered collaboration and user control over the AI models, and how LLMs affect problem solving and deep learning and programming. Number 4. Automatic Content Creation and Learning Design by Bart Rienties. This discusses the potential of AI, specifically LLMs, in automatic content creation and its implication for learning design. The topic explores how LLMs can streamline educators' tasks, such as creating instructional materials, questions, or summaries, and how this automation affects the processes of planning and structuring effective learning experiences. Fifth, a human-centered perspective to Gen AI and analytic layers in learning design by Davinia, Hernandez-Leo, and Yannis Dimitriadis. This advocates for a human-centered perspective when integrating Gen AI and analytics layers, or learning analytics or LA, into learning design. The focus is on the importance of ensuring that AI tools and the data they generate support and empower education and other stakeholders, rather than simply automating processes, thereby guaranteeing human agency and control. 6. The use of LLMs in learning diagnosis and feedback content generation by Mutlu Cukurova. This addresses the role of LLMs in learning diagnosis, or identifying learner weaknesses or needs, and feedback content generation. It explores how LLMs can provide rapid, personalized, and high-volume feedback, as well as the challenges in ensuring and consistency, reliability, and pedagogical quality of the AI-generated diagnosis and feedback. 7. Leveraging AIED foundation in the age of Gen AI. The case of mathematics education by Manolis Mavrikis. This advocates for leveraging established artificial intelligence in education, or AIED foundation, within the Gen AI context, specifically in mathematics education. The argument is that well-established research and principles from the AIED field, such as intelligent tutoring system, should guide the development and deployment of Gen AI to avoid repeating past mistakes and to ensure LLMs are used effectively to support conceptual and deep mathematical learning. Here, we can see the next picture. This diagram illustrates how generative artificial intelligence, or Gen AI, integrated with various analytics layers and support the process of the learning design life cycle. The left side of the diagram shows the learning design process, which is depicted as iterative and nonlinear. The stages include introduction and preparatory activities, the initial setup phase, investigate or reinvestigate, gathering information and conducting inquiry, conceptualize or reconceptualize, formulating design ideas and concepts, author, creating the learning content or materials, implement, deploying the learning design in the classroom or learning environment, evaluate, assessing the effectiveness and outcomes of the implementation. The center section lists 6 speculative functions that Gen AI integrated with analytics can perform, or indicated by the colored dot corresponding to the function along the life cycle. This includes co-design facilitator, inquiry analyst, inspiration hub, design tutor, prototyping consultant, and interactive evaluator. The right side details the 3 layers of analytical data that provide context and metrics for Gen AI to carry out its functions, such as first, community analytics, or the green layer, focuses on metrics and patterns of learning design activity at the community or team level. It provides insight into how other designers work. Second, design analytic or the red layer focuses on the metrics of design decision and related aspects to characterize the learning design themselves. It helps understand the quality and characteristic of the created design. Third, learning analytics or blue layer focuses on metrics of learners' engagement, progression, and achievement aligned with the design intent. Provides concrete data on the design effectiveness on student outcomes relevant to the implement and evaluate stage. Overall, the figures argue that Gen AI can act as a sophisticated assistant supporting various roles, from facilitator to evaluator, at every step of the learning design life cycle by referencing rich insight and data from the three distinct analytics layers: community, design, and learning. Turning now to Table 2. This table is about description of speculative function in which Gen AI and analytics layer may support LD. From Table 2, we can estimate that detailed 6 speculative functions in which Generative AI or Gen AI and analytics layer can support learning design or LD. These functions outline how the technology can be integrated in the various phases of the learning design process. First, co-design facilitator. It assists in the collection, integration, and summarization. Second, inquiry analyst helps clarify inquiries. Third, inspiration hub guides the exploration of design problems during the investigation stage. Fourth, design tutor provides timely feedback on progress while conceptualizing and authoring a design evaluation. 5. Prototyping consultant. It advises in the process of prototyping the LD from its authoring to its implementation. 6. Interactive evaluator. It explores student data analytics for interactive during ongoing implementation. In short, the table presents a framework for how Gen AI and analytics can act as advanced assistant, ranging for input facilitators, context analyzer, inspiration sources, design tutors, implementation consultants, to interactive evaluators at every stage of learning design development, from investigation and conceptualization to prototyping and implementation or evaluation. Finally, to sum up, the article is a commentary synthesizing the critical reflections of 9 experts in learning and technology regarding the opportunities and challenges presented by generative AI or Gen AI tools, such as large language model (LLMs) in the context of education. The promise or the opportunities. Gen AI is acknowledged to have the capability to enhance certain teaching and learning practices. And the challenges or pitfalls. The use of Gen AI also introduces critical issues, including tool limitation and potential disruption, and ethical consequences and potential misuse. Example: academic dishonesty, plagiarism, bias, and data privacy concerns. In essence, while Gen AI holds significant transformative potential for personalizing learning and support, its implementation must be approached cautiously, ethically, and with sound pedagogical considerations. That's my presentation. Today is a good day. I hope the information I shared today will inspire further exploration and discussion. Before I leave, I would like to thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.